Okay, tell me why no one warned me about Ali Hazelwood's Deep End. I sat down thinking like it's a sports romance, we have some sneaking around, some stolen glances, nothing major, you know, and then bam, emotional wreckage. I was waiting for someone to throw me a life preserver and I didn't know how to handle all the emotions or the crying or the laughing or I don't know. Ali Hazelwood just totally wrecked me with this one, and good luck to anyone reading this and to anyone watching my review. Hey bookworms, and welcome back to Hearts Paperbacks. I'm Marianna, and today I'll be diving, pun totally intended, into Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. It's her latest college sports romance about an elite diver and a swimmer golden boy. If you're a fan of forced proximity and sneaking around and we're fooling around but oh no feelings trope, then buckle up. Our main girl, Scarlett, is a Stanford diver and she's recovering from a major injury, which means it's all about discipline and all about her mental health and zero distractions. Enter Lucas. He's an Olympic level swimmer. He is the team captain and a Swedish Adonis. He's all about precision and winning, but when a secret about Scarlett just reaches him, things are about to turn around. I mean, their worlds collide in ways that no one saw coming. And let's just say their chemistry was just immediate and explosive. It was the kind of romance that had me screaming, is this for real? Because I want it. But obviously it's never that simple, of course not. This is an Ali Hazelwood book. They strike up and no strings attached deal because that always works out, right? But as the Olympic qualifiers approach, so do the feelings. And as the feelings are coming to the surface, they are just now wondering what is going to happen, what is going on, this was a casual thing or was it? I'm telling you, I was so hooked. I read the book in 2 days. I couldn't put it down. I didn't know what was going on. But the twist in this plot is not the fact that they actually develop feelings for one another. We could see that coming from like a mile away. No, it's the fact that Lucas's ex-girlfriend, Pen, actually introduced them and pushed them together, you know, in order for them to hook up and eventually form a relationship. I mean, I don't think she saw that coming, but it happened. And not only that, she also becomes Scarlett's best friend. So things get complicated, let's just say that, and trust me, pick up the book yesterday. This book, it was a trope buffet and I was eating it up. We're just hooking up, but it's fine. It's absolutely not fine. I mean, the way they were trying to act casual, but deep down they knew that they had it bad for each other. Goals. But also we have this athlete on athlete in the concept of the forbidden romance because, you know, they shouldn't be hooking up, but they are. And there's mutual respect there because they're both athletes and they're pushing each other to do better, and he actually helps her with her trauma and the mental blocks she has put on herself due to her injury. It was goals. I'm gonna say goals a lot. I absolutely loved them. And also the forced proximity because they were sneaking around and they had mutual practice hours and Pen was always there, but you know, she was like, let's all be friends together, but they were more. I mean, there was no escaping each other. And also that emotional slow burn, because this time around, they are starting to hook up pretty early in the book, but the fact that they develop feelings comes later on, and it was so satisfactory reading about it, and you know, being on the journey with them. And the emotional slow burn with high heat, I mean, Ali Hazelwood just built the tension, and when it snapped, oh my god, somebody please turn on a fan for me, because she actually introduces some light BDSM themes in there. And was it hot? Totally, absolutely, yes. If you love books like Icebreaker or The Deal, this book is absolutely your next read. So where does Deep End land on the Hearts Paperbacks rating scale? For me, it was a clear 5-star read. I was hooked, the romance was so well developed, and I mean the emotional depth was unexpected in the best kind of way. Spoiler alert, I would have been okay if there wasn't a third act breakup there, but what can you do? I mean, I get it. It was necessary for Lucas and Scarlett to realize what was going on and about their feelings, but I wasn't a fan. And I have to say, even though I didn't deduct any stars from the overall rating, I didn't like Pen at all. I didn't like her at first. I didn't like her by the end of the book. I found it weird that they were all hanging out together and that she became Scarlett's friend, so it was a bit weird. And I mean, who introduces their ex to their friend and then they are hugging out together? This doesn't happen in real life, so I found it a bit like peculiar. I'm not gonna say weird again, but peculiar for sure. So yeah, but again, 5 out of 5 stars, well deserved, and I'm not gonna take pen into consideration. And for the spice, of course, the full 5 peppers here. Ali Hazelwood deserves them. Lucas and Scarlett deserve them. I mean, she did not come to play. The tension was sizzling at first, and when things finally happened, let's just say Lucas might be an Olympian, but he's also gold medal worthy in other areas as well. The spice was off the charts, mainly because of BDSM elements, but also because the tension was building up, and their chemistry was just, you couldn't cut it with a knife. It was so thick right from the bat, from the very first moment, and the fact that Lucas was waiting for Scarlett to acknowledge his feelings, because it was instant love for him, and he had seen her around, so there was some history there for him, and I can't. This book, it had me blushing. I needed a cold shower. I mean, Ali Hazelwood knows her stuff and she knows how to write spice. So would I suggest picking it up? Without a doubt. I mean, if you love sport romances that are packed with tension and that emotional turmoil, then you definitely have to read Deep End. And if you have a weakness like me for fictional characters who act all tough but that are soft for just that one person, then Lucas will have you in samples, I guarantee. So that was the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to read Deep End, or if you have already read it and you are as emotionally wrecked as I am, because honestly, it must be one of the spiciest and best books by Ali Hazelwood to date. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit notification bell so you do not miss another book review from me. I have new videos coming every Tuesday and Friday, so stay tuned. In the meantime, keep reading and stay passionate. Bye!